I assume nitrogen is used to purge it after return to service, but before putting back in.
We're looking at the procedures to determine how what their procedures were to ensuring that air was not present. Right, it was oxygen free. Yes.
Is the manager of this unit, would they have a computer reading that would say it's overpressurized? I mean, I'm trying to find out what kind of notice would be given that there would be too much pressure in a unit like this.
We're going to be examining the computer control data in general, but there are pressure indicators in different parts of the system, and we're going to be examining that data, but not necessarily in the filter housing itself.
But is there someone supposed to be monitoring those pressure indicators?
There's a control board operator that monitors the information that's coming into the control room, and so we're looking at what information was gathered locally and what information was gathered in the control room, and we'll be reviewing that for what occurred both at the time of the incident and historically.
So as of yet, you don't know if there's an alarm on this in terms of high pressure? It's supposed to tell something.
There is a flow alarm of the water just on the inlet side if you have low flow of water going through this vessel.
Can you tell us in some general terms the injuries the other two people sustained in this event?
I'm not really calling them injuries. They were examined in the sense that they were up on the platform at the time of the incident, and there was right after this occurred, there was a lot of water that was being sprayed up into the air, and so they got some of the water on them, and so they were taken. It's 100 to 110. It's not.
It's a good hot peppers.
Is there a high pressure alarm on this?
There's pressure alarms in the unit, but not.
Filter?
There's no pressure indication on the filter vessel.
What color was the water? What color should it have been, and what color was it?
It's reported as being black.
And is that the typical color?
That's information we're going to be looking at.
Is that vessel normally liquid full, or is there a blanket of nitrogen in it?
Normally operates liquid full.
Liquid full.
Yes.
What are these things that we're looking at here? What is that?
These are the filter elements. I explained this before.
Sorry.
There's a filter housing that goes out, and this is like they refer to it as a sock. It's a fabric that goes over that metal housing that provides structure for the filter, and it's locked in place. There's 48 of these elements, and there's welded metal on here that allows you to lock that housing into place here with the sock over the filter housing.
So these are just really
So when you change the filters, you're changing the fabric.
These
the
are
sock.
just really complicated versions of the air filters we put on our home air conditioning systems.
Yeah, except they're filtering
Filtered water. Right.
Yeah, for impurities.
The compressor,
Fluorides.
how does it relate to this unit? Does it?
The feed for the compressor is compressing hydrogen, the 80% hydrogen. This water wash system is scrubbing that hydrogen prior to going into the compressor. You don't want impurities going into a compressor to foul the compressor. So the water wash system is trying to remove some of that material.
Is it possible with a failed compressor that you could get backwash in essence? Have it go back?
Well, the compressor discharge was as high as 2,000 pounds, and that's one of the things we're looking at. Was there a way that high pressure system could get into this system? That's one of the things that we're looking at. So we've done an extensive examination and are continuing to do so of the lockout tag out for that compressor, which would involve blocking valves and other ways like blinding, opening bleeds that would prevent that pressure from getting. So we're examining those issues.
How far is the compressor from this particular?
It's right next to it. If you look at this photo over here, yeah, that's the.
They still have a ways to go, obviously. There shouldn't be anything
No.
more read into this.
As part of the
than what
startup
you've heard.
procedure, this has to be going
We're just
when you start up this. You have to be, have an
All
active
where they made.
scrubbing of the
Very
hydrogen
preliminary.
process in place before you want the hydrogen into this.
So the hydrogen wouldn't, that would come from a pipeline, right? They buy the hydrogen, they pipe it in.
Actually, the hydrogen here, the 80% hydrogen comes from a unit called the U4.
Yeah, or what to do, what not to do.
So they have
Frankly,
their own hydrogen.
if there's,
Right. In other parts of the ultracracker, they do purchase hydrogen from other sources, which is a higher purity.
I don't know.
So this particular compressor
My guess is
has been slated to run 80%.
So this water is purified before.
and if there's something
Well, it's filtered,
Filtered,
purified.
What's the other
but
20?
before it goes into this
Just
system.
waiting.
Yeah, the water, this water
We would
is, the
like to
reason it's being
determine
filtered
that, make
is it's, you're removing the
recommendations
impurities, so you can actually,
others
it's continuing to be pumped back into, so there's a pump on the upstream side of the
But
pipe
that's
here.
the best
Being
answer.
pumped through these filters, and the water's being
There's no
filtered. It's
good-
actually taking dirty water from the bottom of the water, hydrogen scrubber tower. And you already have boiler feed water, which does not have impurities in it,
really,
washing from the top of the tower into that scrubber.
You have your criteria.
This takes water, this takes a side of water from the bottom of the tower, which does have impurities in it, filters it, and then it comes back into the middle of the tower to also a water wash. We have two water wash streams going into one tower. One for the feed water without impurities. This particular stream of water has been filtered, but taken from the bottom of the tower, which has impurities, filtered and washed back in. So you have two water wash nozzles going into the tower.
And
So the
then,
compressor itself does it draw water or what's it doing?
No, the compressor is compressing hydrogen.
So it's which is
A
hydrogen.
flammable gas.
We look at company history, not just.
And it's compressing it from
Investigation.
less than 200 pounds to about 2,000.
So this hadn't been in operation during that year?
This wasn't in operation.
Somewhat primitive. It's one of
They were starting up this equipment in order to restart this.
But could sediment, say, from this particular area fall into the water?
Well, not sediment, but we're looking at whether high pressure hydrogen from the discharge side of this compressor could have gotten back into anywhere in the filter in this lower pressure system. That's one of
Say
the
that
things.
one more time, high pressure.
Yeah, the high pressure, about 2,000 pounds of hydrogen from the discharge of this compressor. We're examining whether it could have gotten back in to this lower pressure water wash system, water scrubber system.
But you said the pressure, the temperature in here is normally around 110,
100 to 110.
which to me, to me that doesn't seem hot enough to burn somebody's hair or eyebrows
Right.
or skin. So it sounds like more than just an overpressure, but
One of the things,
Speculation.
if you burn hydrogen, you end up
Gonna-
with water that's superheated
right, that's true.
and steam.
Right.